Hello and welcome back to Czech with Hana. Ahoj a vítejte. In this video we will look at how to create feminine versions of nouns out of masculine nouns. Let's start the lesson. In English, many nouns are gender neutral. For example, the word teacher, you cannot tell whether the teacher is male or female. You can say he is a teacher or she is a teacher. The noun teacher is not variable. However, in Czech language, we have a masculine and feminine version of the same noun. Feminine nouns very often have similar endings and they are very easily recognized. Let's look again at the noun teacher. In Czech, teacher is učitel. The masculine version, ten učitel. There is a feminine version of the same noun, and it would be ta učitelka. Ta učitelka. As you can see, the noun is different for the masculine gender and the feminine gender. Učitel would be the masculine noun, učitelka, the feminine noun. Many female versions of the male nouns are created by simply adding the ending ka or ka in Czech at the end of the male version. For example, student in Czech would be student, the masculine version, and studentka, studentka, the feminine version. Director in Czech is ředitel, ředitel, the male version of the noun, and the female version of the noun would be ředitelka, ředitelka. Spouse in Czech is manžel, manžel, the male spouse, and manželka, manželka, the female spouse. There are many other nouns that are created in a similar way. Let's look at some of them. For example, friend, kamarad, kamarad, the male version, and kamaradka, kamaradka, the female friend. Neighbor, soused, the male version, and the female version, sousedka, sousedka. Pilot in Czech is pilot, pilot, a male pilot. Pilotka, pilotka, a female pilot. Driver, řidič, řidič, a male driver. Řidička, řidička would be a female driver. Physician, lékař, lékař would be a male physician, and lékařka, lékařka would be a female physician. And the last one, cook, kuchař, kuchař is a male cook, and kuchařka, kuchařka would be a female cook. I would like to mention another interesting thing here. In Czech, we use very often the following words: pán, which means Mr., and paní, which means Mrs., especially with professions that deserve respect and when we might not know their actual name. It is very common in school settings with the noun teacher, director, and so on. Not only the children, but as well the parents of the children would address the teachers in this manner. For example, pán učitel, Mr. Teacher, or for female teacher, paní učitelka. And for director would be pán ředitel, or for female director, paní ředitelka. And another thing, in English, surnames for male or female are the same. For example, Mr. Brown and Mrs. Brown. That is not the case in Czech. In Czech language, we add the ending ova to create a female version of a given surname. There are some exceptions, and some new and modern names are starting not to be declined in the original way, but it's still quite rare. For example, Mr. Novák would be pán Novák, but Mrs. Novák would be paní Nováková. As you can notice, there is the ending ova for females in general. Another way to create a feminine noun out of a masculine is to add ending kyně or ině if the noun ends already in K. For example, the noun pupil in Czech is žák, the male version, and the female version would be žákyně. Žák, male pupil, and žákyně, female pupil. Here are some other examples. A romantic friend would be in Czech přítel, a male romantic friend. A female romantic friend would be přítelkyně. An enemy in Czech is nepřítel. As you can see, the enemy noun is just created by adding ne in front of the word for friend. So once again, a male enemy is nepřítel, and a female enemy would be nepřítelkyně. Swimmer, a male swimmer would be plavec, and a female swimmer would be plavkyně. A judge in Czech is soudce, but female judge is soudkyně. As you can see in the last two examples, there is sometimes a small change at the end of the noun, especially if the noun ends in EC or CE. As you can see, plavec, plavkyně. The EC disappears and it's replaced by kyně in order to create a female noun. Some masculine nouns ending in ik in Czech can be modified to feminine by changing the ending ik to ice. For example, gardener in Czech is zahradník, a male gardener. A female gardener would be zahradnice. A client in Czech is zákazník, a male client. A female client is zákaznice. A worker in Czech is pracovník, and a female worker is pracovnice. Pracovnice. Of course, there are many other ways how to create feminine nouns in Czech, but the examples mentioned in this video are the most common ones. Not to forget, there are always plenty of exceptions too. Thank you for watching my video. See you at my next video. Have a lovely day. Mějte se hezky a nashledanou.